You've been holding court in the theater of your mind, rewinding the reel, judging the players, demanding they change the script. But the trial never ends, because the verdict keeps changing. You became fluent in if only. If only they had understood. If only they had stayed. If only they had apologized. You mistook the absence of resolution for failure. You mistook endurance for peace. Believed that needing nothing meant you were strong. But peace without freedom is just exhaustion wearing a mask of control. You normalized the ache of replay. Believed this was just how justice worked. That your truth wasn't valid unless acknowledged. That your true self wasn't strong enough to let go. You equated moving on with betrayal. Believed that finding peace meant you were forgetting. So you stayed stuck, even when your soul craved release. But what if forgiveness isn't about them? What if it's the bravest act of self-respect you can offer? What if the strength was never in the holding on, but in finally choosing yourself? You fear what happens if you stop. If you forgive, will they be free? Will you be complicit? That underneath, forgiveness means you were wrong to feel hurt. You've worn the label of victim like a badge, not realizing it was also a chain that kept you tethered to the pain, to the story, to the role of the one who was wronged. You've learned that being angry meant being difficult. So you suppressed, you minimized, you buried the feelings so deep, you forgot they were yours to feel and process. The truth is, the holding on itself is the exhaustion. The performing, the replaying, the constant management of how you appear in the story of their wrongness. You've been told to forgive and forget. But what if forgetting is what's keeping you from truly processing and reclaiming your power? You've spent so long being the character in this story. You've almost forgotten what it feels like to just be. To exist without a script, without needing to manage the narrative of their actions. What if forgiveness isn't approval? What if it's the first breath of something new, the day you finally chose freedom? You are not too much. You are not broken. You are human. And being human means feeling hurt, processing it, and having the right to exist without needing their apology. Real peace, real freedom isn't built on their acknowledgement. It's built on your presence, exactly as you are, messy, complex, and whole. Healing is not about erasing the past. It's about integrating it, making peace with the part of you who learned to hold on, and giving her permission to begin now. You are allowed to be tired. You are allowed to be uncertain. You are allowed to take up space without apology. You are allowed to forgive. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before the world taught you that peace needed permission. It's about coming home to yourself. You don't have to carry this burden anymore. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to be perfect. You can start right where you are, honoring the part of you that's been waiting to release. Start listening again, to your body, to your boundaries, to that small voice that whispers, "This doesn't feel right." It's time to stop normalizing what harms you and start honoring what heals you. You are worthy of love exactly as you are, not for the act you put on, but for the beating heart beneath it. Not for your performance, but for your presence. Healing is not about erasing the past. It's about rewriting the story, not to forget the pain of holding on, but to understand its role and reclaim your power to release. The echo you carried was never yours alone to bear. It was a natural response to hurt, placed upon you by life's turns. And now, it's time to lay it down. You are not broken. You are human. You are complex. You are worthy of love, support, and gentle healing, exactly as you are. If this resonated with you, you're not alone. Sometimes the deepest wounds are the quietest. For a gentle guide to help you identify, understand, and begin to heal these hidden parts of yourself, explore the link in the description.